Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read for Thursday. I, of course, hope you're doing well. I am truly struggling this morning for a couple of different reasons. A lack of sleep, I'm being spiritually messed with, but I do feel the need to get this done for us. Now, with that nicely cleansed, the message came through before of taking it step by step and that being truly important for you, being key for you, whether that comes through in one, if not multiple ways. You'll have to see how the day unravels for you or proceeds rather. But it's as well a day where patience is truly key for you. And I feel like a lot of which, like myself, all right, will be lacking that in certain ways. Now, I do feel like that's applicable when it comes to small things throughout the day, throughout this energy period, but as well when it comes to the future for some, whether it's more a want and or a need. It feels like something you do feel is important for you to acquire in one way, shape, or form. And that patience is going to be key, especially when you're reminded of divine timing. It's easier said than done. Bear with me. It's easier said than done, but it's important at this time. Let's do one more shuffle. What else do we have for Thursday? Ooh, I just saw the Six of Pentacles flop out. Oh no, that's the High Priestess, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. It's a very spiritual day. I mean, I did mention spiritual messing with in the beginning, as well as a day where you're meant to feel quite grounded for whatever reason. It's as if you do have a lack of patience at certain points, but it doesn't affect you as much as it could have, especially when it comes to the comparison of a past version of yourself. I feel like you're doing pretty damn well at coping with overcoming and accomplishing and flowing through this day. There's a feeling of you needing to remember, which we've been mentioning in daily reads recently, things are working out for you and falling into place. And there's a lot more happening behind the scenes when it comes to your guides and other spirits working to your advantage than you can see evidence of, right? Some of which throughout this day at a certain point or certain points may feel, for whatever reason, like things are just going to happen in the way they're meant to and work out moving forward. And Spirit is saying we may grant you that feeling, or this may be your intuition, or both. Either way, it needs to be trusted, okay? You might also, like myself, be reminded of a time period where things weren't going right for you, or at least it didn't feel like that. And for whatever reason, you felt like things were going to work out moving forward, and then they did in so many beautiful ways, or in one super important way for you. And this is proof, a reminder that those feelings should not be ignored. But the Seven of Wands speaks upon a lot coming towards you spiritually when it comes to intuitive hits, when it comes to maybe a work situation or two. I wouldn't be surprised if people want to know more of what you're up to. But I wouldn't as well be surprised if some of which onto the reading are experiencing a lot of positivity flowing towards you from past effort, I want to say current day effort, and because of the way you are. I'm hearing intelligence has something to do with it, but I'm now hearing solar plexus chakra, solar plexus, as I struggle to say it. But moderation as well is going to be reminded to you as something of true importance, however that's going to be coming into your situation. Let's do one shuffle again. What else do we have? So that really weird. We have the King of Pentacles, the Chariot card pairing together, the Moon card in reverse, as well as the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the King of Wands. I feel like the day does entail some clarity coming through. You're going to be reminded of how much more, how accurately you're viewing things, or how accurately you understand something in comparison to the past, or in comparison to other people, or somebody in particular. There's a feeling as well of the day being very dry when it comes to emotions, and this could benefit you and maybe something else outside of you, but may feel a little bit off for whatever reasons. Something about the planets as well, maybe not helping with that, but the Page of Pentacles over here, because a lot of which have a new financial, a new opportunity on the horizon tied to your finances. And you may be thinking about new ways to bring in more money, to succeed more, to achieve more for you individually. And I'm hearing for a select few drawn to the reading to support your loved ones as well. But there's a bold way about how you're presenting yourself and maybe presenting something else throughout the day. And this is somehow intertwined with clarity and the utilization of your intelligence, your mind, and your maturity at this point along your path. I feel like there's, even if you don't feel like you're embodying this energy, even if you don't feel like that's what you're giving off, there's a bit of a chin held high kind of vibe about you being drawn to the reading, at least throughout this day. I'm not saying in general, but this may be partially, if not fully, due to where you've been living, who you've been associated with, maybe a spirit or two or several joining you. Stuff like this can absolutely affect your way of carrying yourself. But I'm also getting the vibe that being drawn to this reading, you've come so far and you've overcome a ton. And so this chin held high, I can do this sort of vibe about you is not only inspirational and okay, on point for you, but it's helping you in a few different important ways throughout the day, and more so when it comes to your path moving forward. I sense that you are being reminded of an immense amount of courage if you look at that lion in the back. That does lie within you. And I feel as if that's very much pertaining to, okay, what you don't have yet, what you're needing to or thinking about embarking upon, leaping towards in the future. But I do sense that you're maybe a little bit concerned within, but that concern will be wiped away as things start to just fall into place in the timing, in the ways that they're meant to, or that it's meant to. The Nine of Cups at the bottom and the Six of Wands was just pulled out from the middle, and the Justice card. Wow. So, I mean, to get these three cards in a reading, my friend, absolutely amazing energy. This being a time for you to understand that your wishes are meant to be fulfilled. You're meant to gain justice, and I feel like good karma for a lot drawn to the reading. You're meant to be victorious, and this isn't meant to be a pep talk in any way, shape, or form. It's meant to be a time of informing, a time of realizations, and understanding that just because you don't see everything at hand yet doesn't mean that things aren't working out for you. It feels like you are going to be gaining attention throughout this day in one, if not multiple ways. And whether you think that you'll like it or not, you will, okay? Especially when you are giving off this sort of chin held high energy. But you're also being reminded of your analytical side of you, okay? The different sides of you coming into play, being utilized potentially, but whether you don't utilize your analytical side, put that to use enough, or you utilize it, too much, it's coming into play somehow, and your guides will help you. Maybe even your intuition will play into that as well. But I wouldn't be surprised if some of us drawn to the reading are pushed to close their eyes at a certain point throughout the day. Whether it's you need to take a nap, you need to rest a bit more, quiet your mind, maybe escape to a different reality for a hot second. But some of which you will receive a vision of some sort, whether it's through a dream. It could be you simply seeing that vision, being talented and special in that sense. But I do feel like the scales are balancing out more so in your favor. And the number 818 is coming into play. 818, look up the angel number meaning. But as I just heard a car, or a truck rather, backing up, beep, beep, beep. It feels like you're being reminded of how you've had to take a few steps back, or maybe pushed to take a few steps back to look at things from a different, larger perspective, to see the positives at hand. To envision things in a more productive manner, but some of which might be thinking about, for whatever reason, when you've taken a step forward or made progression, and then it felt like you then somehow ended up having to, or chose to take several steps further back. But it feels like Spirit saying even the setbacks at times are what feels like it purposeful, okay? But they want me to wrap up this reading by saying this is a day that reminds you deserve to take a bow. You deserve to feel proud of yourself. You deserve to carry yourself however you feel most comfortable, okay? And you deserve to remember that things are working out in your favor, and you deserve this justice, this victory, and this wish fulfillment moving forward. Beautiful reading, my friend. So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time.